Hey guys, your girl Jessie here. This is just a short and sweet video to kind of let you know about my day. I've had a lot of people asking what I do for a living and things like that, so here we go. So I've had a lot of you ask me what I do for a living. I am a mortgage loan underwriter. I don't do what typical underwriters do, which is like do the government loans like FHA, VA, and they process things after the loan officer has already started. What I do is I take a loan from start to finish. You know, if somebody, about 90% comes in online, but then you have some people come in and help them with their application, and then I have to sort of do detective work. I have to work on this pretty long Excel sheet, put in their figures and net worth and see if they can afford the loan, pull their credit, of course. I have to get their taxes and check stubs. I prepare all these early documents to send out. Everything's on a time and limit, and everything's regulated by the government, so there's certain steps you gotta take and things you gotta know. Order their appraisals, title searches, wood infestation reports, and then when it's ready for closing, I prepare the closing documents. And most lenders have the attorney do that, but we do our own closing documents here, and then we send them to the attorney for them to sign there. And it's meticulous. If you mess up on something, the place you work at can get fined, you can get fined, and so it's a very, very meticulous work. So some days are pretty okay, and then you have other days that I'm so busy that when I come home all I want to do is go straight to bed. But that's what I do. But I have other job duties too. There's some escrow accounts I look at. I do the mortgage satisfactions, different things. But where I work at, we have 8 branches in North Alabama, and I am over all the mortgages for 3 counties. And then there's a couple other people that handle the other counties that are a little bit south of me. So I usually stay pretty busy. But I started off working here as a part-time teller at a different branch, and then in 2008 I transferred to this branch and became head teller. Then about 2 years later I became a loan officer, you know, like doing car loans, signature loans, things like that, boats, tractors, motorcycles. And then 3 years after I started, had another lady get promoted to branch manager somewhere else, so I moved in her office, and I was still doing loans, but also the assistant branch manager, and I was doing the IRA accounts for all of our branches, like making sure the tax stuff was right and all this sort of thing. Well, in 2016 I got this new job as mortgage underwriter, so this is my half day. I get off at 1 on Wednesdays, so, but I guess I will see you guys, talk to you guys when I get off work. I don't know if y'all can tell, but my monitor is broken right through here. You see the light coming out of the screen? That ain't supposed to happen. You can see how far it's come out. So my monitor has to sit just like this. I can't close it. See where it's sticking out? If I close it, the screen will finish breaking. Nobody around here wants to work on it because it's a touch screen. So whenever I travel, I have to put a towel over it and buckle it into my car and ride with it like that. I call it this is my baby. I'm gonna put my baby in the car. Oh, my poor computer, but it has to just sit here on this little TV stand like this all the time because that's all I can do with it. So that's my sad story for the day. What are you doing, precious? Can you say hi to everybody? Hi. Hi, he says. Hi. I've had Shorty ever since he was a little baby. He was the runt of the litter. So I sit here in this chair all the time with my mommy. And when she went to Georgia, Daddy says he missed her so much. And this is Copper. We've had Copper since he could be away from his mommy. He's a good baby. Yes, he is. Sometimes. But his favorite place is just to sit here like this and watch everybody. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can you say hi to the camera? Oh. Oh my baby. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. So something you guys may not know, Kyle has started doing digital designs. The little ghost that you see on my new mugs, he designed that. And I'll leave a link below to his little Etsy page, but I'll also leave his email if you're interested in commissioning him to do a design. You know, if you have your own YouTube channel and you want some sort of design made to go on your merchandise, he might could help you with that. So he must be at his girlfriend's right now because he's not home and he was off today. Hunter is in Panama City with his friends. So sometimes late at night when I'm done editing and doing whatever, I'll sit and watch some Angry Grandpa just to have a laugh. And here he is. But he gives me a good tickle, and I'll just leave with a little advice from his dearly departed sister. She's so funny.
Y'all for that, but you live in a trailer park where there is trash. Neighbors, no neighbors, very good, very well.
It was nice having you, Charlene.
Well, I enjoyed being here.
Yeah, the long goddamn walk you gotta make, cause I ain't taking you no goddamn with. Hey, you don't like my trailer park trash? Walk through the hood.
Bye.
You know it.
Goodbye.
Bye.
He thinks he's smart, but I got news for him.
First time I saw that, I just died. You don't like my trailer park trash? Walk through the hood. Oh my gosh. And then we went to the caves and saw the spider vagina spiders written on the caves down there. It was just like I was meant to see that. It was so funny. But of course, you know, he's past 2. I wish I could have met him. You know, he just lived in what, South Carolina? That's not far from me. Shorty's over here scratching his ear, making me move. But I guess I like him because, you know, he cracks jokes sometimes like I do. And you know, I know what it's like growing up like that too, in those type of situations. I've definitely lived in the trailer park, walking through the hood. Them's my kind of peoples. Maybe next time on vlog I can get the kids and Kevin involved. Kevin don't like to be filmed. The kids are kind of okay, but there's no kids here to bother me today, so I'm all alone till at least 6, maybe. I won't know what to do. Well, I know what to do because at 6 is when my video starts. So yeah, I got a video y'all talking in the chat. So another thing about me that you may not know, I love to read books like these. Like these Ace Gothic books, these books that were written in the 70s. You know, the little romance Gothic books. You know, these are surprisingly very expensive online, but yet you can go to a yard sale and find them aplenty for like 75 cents. So if you have any of these old books you don't want or need anymore, you come across one at a yard sale, and say maybe you spend a couple $dollars on it, Send it my way to my P.O. box down below in the description. I'll be glad to pay you back for you getting them. I love these things. I don't have as much time to read them as I did, but I just, you know, and I know I do the digital books too, but I just love the smell of an old book. And what tickles me is in some of these, you'll open them up and there'll be advertisements for cigarettes. Because I guess all the housewives smoked. Well, I know all of them did when I was growing up. So here's another little guilty secret of mine. I collect vintage Halloween records. This record is not the exact one, but my stepsister had this and it did Halloween sounds. And it's Walt Disney, of course. I told her, I can't remember how much I paid for it, but they go for a lot on eBay. And I told her if she still has that record, she needs to hang on to it. So I put them in these fancy sleeves so they'd stay nice. But I used a cassette tape and recorded it off her record, the sounds. And when we lived on Mitchell Drive in Rainsville a long time ago, that was the street everybody would go down and trick-or-treat, and I would play that music and it'd scare the kids half to death. I could tell you some stories. This one's good. It's got like a little ghost story with the sounds. I didn't have some of these. I've heard them on YouTube before. Now this one was always my favorite. When I was growing up, in my school I went to in Tennessee, it was Snow Hill Elementary. It was brand new when I started going there. And the teacher had this record and we could listen to him with these big headphones. And my favorite one was The Golden Arm. I would just listen to that particular one over and over and over and over. And I guess Tammy used to own this one. Troll Records. Oh look, they have even more. Huh, I'll have to look those up. But yeah, that was my favorite growing up. And they always made Halloween so fun at that school. To go with my weirdness to being in paranormal stuff my whole life. Oh yeah, look at the creepy guy right there. This is another one that's really cute. Some of these I didn't hear when I was little, but I've heard them on YouTube, and I thought I want to just go ahead and buy that record. So this is my little record player, if I ever want to listen to my records. I have a lot of my mother's Christmas records, so I listen to them at Christmas too. It's a Victrola, and I got this in a little bag, the little plug-in thing. But it has all the little gadgets, headphone jack, and I think these down here are the little speakers. And of course it's got the thing here for your little 45s. And it's just cute as a button. You can just, it's just a little suitcase. I think I bought it on Amazon, and it's got the little feet to keep it from running. So you could tote that anywhere. And it's just so stylish. I need to clean that part, it's dirty, but that'd be it. I also have books like this, like the complete Edgar Allan Poe. And my sister bought me some Sherlock Holmes, but it's got all his stories in it. This one is the Tales of Mystery and Horror. But I'm supposed to be related to Edgar Allan Poe somewhere along the way. Maybe that's where I get my weirdness from. I gotta show you the picture I have on the wall of my babies. This is my favorite. It's Kyle laying down with Hunter coming over him. It took forever for that poor little girl was able to get them to act right. This is another one I really love. This is them in daycare. Little Hunter was always grinning. Little Kyle's always sneaking. Here's a picture of me and my dad. It was taken at my grandmother's house, and Dad was always big about taking pictures there, and I'm so glad of it because that's just sort of an iconic picture. This one was in my grandmother's bathroom, and I don't know when the glass broke, probably years and years ago. That was made probably in my Snow Hill school years. This is a picture of my great-grandmother when she was young. She was a little haughty, wasn't she? So I want to tell you guys a short story about this teapot. Dad, when he went on his first trip to Alaska, he bought this at the Christmas store there. There's a store called the North Pole, where they pretend like it's actually the North Pole. But he bought this for me, and had it in his little trailer behind his bike, and he had a bike wreck. And the first thing he thought was, oh God, that thing's broke. Not a scratch on it. So it's not only a beautiful teapot, but it survived a motorcycle crash. There's the lid. I forgot that it said it on the lid. North Pole, Alaska. I also have an obsession with collecting tarot and oracle cards lately. I gotta stop, I don't know. And what's even worse is I started on a club where every 2 months they send you some oracle cards and stuff to go with it. I'm gonna try it out. It is kind of pricey. And I tried another box too that gives you other things. So, I don't know, it may just be a one-time thing just to see what all that stuff's like, but I may do an unboxing video when I get that stuff if y'all think you would be interested in seeing that. I like to do adult coloring. It really helps to de-stress me. I remember I got really sick before Mama died, and I was having some lung issues. What I would do to help calm myself is I do adult coloring, but I don't like these abstract things to color. I like coloring pictures of ladies and stuff, like coloring their hair and their eyes and doing like a little makeup or something. I know I'm weird, but there's a artist called Mary Harrison. Yes, I used to be on her Patreon, and she has some great art of like witches and fairies and stuff, and I like coloring her stuff because to me that's relaxing. I know, I told you I'm a little strange, but Shorty, you want to tell everybody bye? Poor Shorty's eye, he's gone blind. I think he's fixing to go blind in the other one. Tell everybody bye. Give them smoochie. Oh, Shorty giving y'all kisses. He gave you kisses. Say bye-bye to the fam. So I wrote, you were on my vlog. Say hello in the comments. Oh, Adrian, JC's makeup is perfect. I'd be sweating.
Got some grays down there.
Say hello, everybody. So shout out to Adrian, Modest Moon, Thomas, Sherry. Gosh, I can't remember who all else is in here.
That two little baby graves.
Later than you think.
Another thing I do is when I go to sleep, I turn my phone on and I listen to a lot of old time radio, like Mystery Theater, Suspense, The Hermit, The Witch's Tale, whatever. I like to listen to stuff like that, but then I also like to listen to the Swamp Dwellers channel and a few others that tell stories, but that's how I fall asleep. Thanks to my little Google thing over here. When Kevin's in here, I have to put my earbuds in, but that's how I fall asleep at night.
South brings you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the terrors of the unknown. We tell you this frankly, so if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now.